guys, welcome back to Evolving Butterfly Goddess with me, Moe Nicole. Here we are all about evolving out loud in our life, our money, and our purpose through the energy of our ancestors. I want to think, oh, do I have my... I was just thinking about my wand, but, is this it down here? I don't know, I want my wand. Through the energy of our ancestors, I want to thank you for your likes, comments, shares, and subscribes here on the channel. It is always appreciated. And a major shout out to all the channel members as well as the members over on my website. Thank you for your continued support. Y'all don't be zero, okay? Thank you to everyone who has purchased from my tea and my candle company. Thank you. And for those of y'all who has purchased one of my books, this is my Harry Potter wand, okay, the Elder wand, who has purchased any of my books from off of Amazon, especially my new Angel Numbers book that released this summer. You can get the PDF copy off of my website, or you can get the physical copy off of Amazon, okay? And so this energy of what we're getting into, so when you see this video, when it's being released, it is being released on 8/8. 8/8, I said a what? 8/8, I said a what, I said a what, okay, but anyway, so shout out to our member Desert Rose, who had brought up 8/8 to do, so that is one of the numbers, and I was just like, okay, it's perfect timing with 8/8 being this week. And looking at 8, breaking down the number 8 is a number of security, it's a number of secrecy, it's a number of privacy, it's a number of dealing with the occultic energy, it's a number of power, okay? It's a very strong, dominant type of number. It has like an affinity type of energy to it, so something that goes on and on and on and on, okay? That's the 8 energy. But then also when I was thinking about with this reading, I was thinking about 8th house energy in general, which rules with Scorpio. Okay, so there's a lot of 8th house energy in here in general. We know Scorpio also comes through with that secrecy energy, okay? Courthouse, yep. Something is being taken to judgment. And I didn't want to have to take something to judgment in this reading, but that's definitely clarification of bringing something into judgment in this reading and this conversation, especially as we're talking about 8th house secrecy, Scorpio energy. I was feeling this energy of just watching who or what you allow into your inner space or to have personal information of yours. So for example, there's this reader who I used to like follow, like I was really big on following her. I didn't, listen to a lot of readers, but she was one of the ones who, I did. She helped me tap into like some of like my dark energy, to be able to balance that out, right? Well, I didn't realize this woman is primarily dark energy, okay? And it was back in like the December time when I stopped watching like I used to watch. And so she came up within like the recommendations, and as I was scrolling, I noticed that she's like, I guess, been outing certain readers. And it feels like a clout chasing type of energy. But one thing that stood out to me is like these are readers who have once come to her for like support and help. And I'm just like, okay, so these people have come to you for help or guidance, and now you're outing their information on this public forum because they're doing something that you don't agree with and you don't like, and something about that just don't fit right with my spirit, oh no, I don't want to touch that deck with this one. And this is giving me the vibe of making sure as you're in this field or this area that you're able to read through to the soul of a person, because every spiritual worker does not have good intentions, y'all. Just like every religious worker or every person at your job, like everywhere that we go, no matter what sector we are into, any type of discipline, we're going to find people who have ill intentions. We're going to find people who have good intentions. We're going to have people who have dark energy. We're going to find people who have light energy, right? And so when we are working on balancing our dark and our light energy, we want to be careful on who we allow to have access to us at that time, okay? It needs to be, honestly, one thing I've come to learn is that it needs to be someone who knows how to balance light and dark, okay? And when they're teaching dark is more so of you taking power over your shadow side, okay? And that was something that I had to learn, and a lot of you all could kind of realize when looking at even like the types of readings and things that I was doing up until a certain point, you can kind of like tell what energy I was allowing myself to be tapping into a lot, right? And so, but this is giving a vibe of you really want to watch when you're in this spiritual world or the spiritual community and what you're tapping into, that it does provide a good balance for you. But when it comes to your personal information, like pay attention to a person's history. You know what I'm saying? Like if there's someone who I know is always out here outing people after they do them wrong and calling them out by name, putting all their information out there, baby, I'm not coming to you to help, because as soon as you get mad at me, you're going to do the same thing. So this is giving an energy of once a person shows who they are, believe them, okay? 8 is also a number of abundance. Now, abundance, as we have to remember, is that abundance is just having a lot of something, okay? So it could be abundance of toxicity, abundance of pain, abundance of pleasure, abundance of whatever it is that is exemplified in that moment, okay? And this is giving this vibe of there's a lot of people out here who has an abundance of pain and dark energy. And you want to make sure you really pay attention to how or what you take in and when you take it in, because it then can be recycled inside of you. Think about the 8. Remember, we said it's never ending. And when we think about the darkness, the powerful energy of that 8, there's like certain things can sneak in and you may not realize it. So you just have to be diligent at this time. Be diligent and what's the word I'm thinking of? Not consistent. Intentional. Be intentional about who or what you allow, you know what I'm saying, into your space. You get what I'm saying? Now, predictive astrology is not the same typically when looking at tropical charts, but when we start getting into sidereal and looking into predictive charts, even if they go into like Vedic, for example, they can look up literally what your life cycles are. Which is why in my butterfly school of transformation, like I was teaching, you know, with the planets and stuff for people to be able to get to the point to be able to read and understand their own birth chart, right? So you don't have to feel like you have to go out and have somebody else do this for you, okay? For you to learn how to do it yourself. So maybe that may even be a big piece, that you are being called to learn how to do some things on your own versus giving out your personal information to other people who you don't know what they're going to do with that personal information. And it doesn't have to just be in the spiritual community. It can be in another space as well, where you're being called to learn how to do it yourself. So it could be something where, you know, they want to have your social security number in order to help you with something, right? And you know, if you feel a little weary about that, like that, maybe your spirit telling you that, like, maybe you need to learn how to do this yourself. Versus giving away your personal information, because you could be giving it away to, you know, the wrong type of person. When I think about the times that I've gotten hit with identity fraud, I can't tell you how many times. But I remember the time when I got hit with it, where I actually got hit with it from my landlord. So I was moving when I was leaving, moving from Milwaukee, and I used to pay with checks. Okay, listen, my grandmama, I was working checkbooks. Okay, so I used to pay with checks, and as I was moving, right before I was leaving, I got hit with a $1,200 identity fraud, where someone paid for housing repair items at Home Depot. And all they used was my routing and my account number from my, you know, they noticed basically they had to have it from a check, right? So basically my landlord in Milwaukee had used my banking information from my checks that I paid with to purchase items from Home Depot. Talk about a slumlord, right? And so that taught me a lot about who or what I give my personal information to, or paying with checks in general, because it's easy now to commit fraud when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? So maybe you want to watch how you pay for things, you know, maybe do what they call them, the traveler's checks now, or the money orders, okay? But this is just giving a vibe of your personal information, keeping your personal information safe at this time, because we are going into the season where there's going to be a lot of scammers out, especially as we're walking into the holiday season. There's going to be scammers trying to scam to get some money so that they can buy some dang on Christmas gifts for this capitalistic society. It's like the irony to me, okay? It's the irony to me. But that's a big piece of this message. Like, you just never know, you know, systems. I'm hearing this energy of like systems getting hacked. I know I've gotten hacked through Chipotle. Okay, I've gotten hacked through Kroger. Like, it's just really interesting. So it's giving that vibe though, keeping security over your deepest information. And when you do let someone in, make sure you can completely trust them. Okay, make sure they've proven themselves to be a trustworthy person and they are showing up authentically themselves. Okay, and a way to do that is to kind of pay attention to other people who have dealt with this person. You know, how have they dealt with them? How have they worked with them? You know, I would say do that, you know, because it's something with this energy in here of someone trying to take a person's personal information and use it against them in some kind of way for a personal gain. Even like watch who you allow to have access to like your debit cards or to take your cards to the store. Okay, I'm getting this energy of a gas station having like an extra keypad on the keypad. So when you swipe the card through or put the card in, it's in the special keypad and not the normal one. If you sell food stamps, be careful for selling to any new person. I'm hearing setup. What's up with this courthouse information? Yeah, judging a situation. It's okay to judge a situation or a person a little longer before, you know, noticing like, is this someone who I want to be able to have access to my personal information? You got to make sure you can trust people. It's people out here who be out here scamming their little butts off, honey, okay? And you would never realize that they out here scamming. Period. Like, it's interesting. We have the 8 of Coins in the reverse. So this is giving someone who comes up off of other people, because with the 8 of Coins in the reverse, it's not like they're building and growing this, you know, this building or this enterprise on their own. They're allowing someone else to kind of build it and then they join in on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they let you, because this is the hyenas on here. So it's giving this vibe of like, they'll let somebody else hunt the prey, kill the prey. Then all of a sudden they coming in trying to eat. Like, okay, thank you for killing it for us. You know what I'm saying? Watch out for that type of energy. Someone who tries to build off of the backs of other people. Those are typically like the type of people who like to name drop and stuff. Like, what you need to name drop for? What's the purpose of the name dropping? Something needs to be keeping secure. I'm also getting a sense of like a partner wanting someone for the clout or for money, what they feel someone has, what they can do for them. Because also oftentimes 8th house, if someone's Venus sign is in their 8th house, you know, this is someone who they may be, you know what I'm saying, known for a little come up, okay? They're known for a little come up. That's how they marry into money, okay? You have the Page of Wands that's coming out. I'm hearing loyal to the game. This is someone like, because in this period, baby, he was helping Jafar, okay? He was his little sidekick. So this could be an energy of someone who has someone who works with them. Beware of like scammers who use kids to scam with them, okay? Little kids can scam you too. So it gives that vibe of like the kid, you know, get them at the first step, and all of a sudden the adult come in. You know what I'm saying? No Carly. But this is giving the energy of, we are in the season where they're going to be using decoys. You know what? We're also about to be hearing about a big ring. A big like trafficking drug type ring coming to a head. That's what this is as well. Someone who was once loyal to the situation, they're going to be snitching real soon. This about to surprise some people. Yeah, this is coming at from a big aspect. That's where that courthouse is coming to. It's like, would that be a RICO case or something? It's some type of federal type of case energy of what's going on with that 23 on this courthouse card. Is something that's going to be happening before the end of this year of when I record this. But someone getting caught up. It's like somebody else do their dirty work for them, but the top boss is going to get caught up. Yeah. Because somebody be involved in some real illegal stuff. Or just some dark, dirty type stuff. They be involved in it. It's real questionable at this point. So you want to really keep yourself protected. Stay away from this energy. For sure, for sure. I don't like it. Protect your identity, baby. We're going to leave this here, honey, for this 888 message. Discipline. Focus on your discipline of what gets shared and what don't get shared. Everybody ain't worthy. But as always be real, always be true. Don't be afraid to do what you want to do. Period. I love you all, and I will see you all in the next video. And as always, continue to bloom. If you are interested in my membership programs, feel free to check out the links and things down below. There is a discount code for you to get half off of your first month. So thank you in advance. I'll see y'all later. Bye.